My name is Sophie. I am 34 years old. I live in a small, yellow house on a quiet street. I live with my husband, David, and our son, Leo. Leo is 6 years old. He has big eyes and a bright smile. He loves to draw and play with his toy cars. David is a teacher at the local school. He teaches history. I work in a small bakery. I make cakes, bread, and cookies. People like my cookies. They say they are sweet and soft. Every morning, David makes coffee. I cook eggs or pancakes. Leo drinks milk and eats toast. We sit together at the table. We laugh and talk. It is a simple life, but I like it. After breakfast, David goes to school, Leo goes to his class, and I walk to the bakery. I enjoy my work. I like talking to customers and smelling fresh bread. In the evening, we all come home. I help Leo with his homework. David reads the newspaper. We eat dinner at 6 o'clock. We talk about our day. Then we read a book with Leo. His favorite book is about animals. At 8 o'clock, Leo goes to sleep. Sometimes David and I watch TV. Sometimes we sit in the garden. We look at the stars. I feel lucky. I believe we are a happy family. But one Friday night, something changed. It was a cold evening. The sky was dark. There were many clouds. I made soup for dinner. David came home late from work. He looked tired. After dinner, he said, "I will meet some old friends tonight. There is a small party." I asked, "Where is the party?" He said, "It's at Jack's house. You remember Jack, my school friend?" I said, "Yes, I remember. Will you come back early?" He said, "I don't know, maybe late. Don't wait for me." I was a little sad, but I smiled. "Okay, have fun," I said. Leo was already asleep. I cleaned the kitchen. I watched a movie. It was a funny movie, but I didn't laugh much. I felt tired. My head hurt. At 10 o'clock, I went to bed. I looked at my phone. No message from David. I thought, maybe he is busy. He will text later. At midnight, I woke up. I heard a car. I looked outside. It was not David. I waited, but he did not come home. I felt a little worried. Where was he? What was he doing? The next morning, I woke up early. I made tea. David came home at 7 a.m. He looked quiet. He did not smile. He said, "Good morning." I said, "Good morning. Are you okay?" He sat at the table. He looked at the floor. His hands were shaking. I asked again, "What happened?" He said, "Sophie, I need to talk to you." I sat down. I looked at him. My heart started to beat fast. He said slowly, "I saw someone last night. I made a mistake. I didn't plan it. It just happened." I said, "What do you mean? What happened, David?" He looked into my eyes and said, "I kissed my ex-girlfriend. I was confused. I did not stop her." I felt cold. I could not speak. I looked at the window. The sun was shining, but my heart was dark. I asked, "Did you kiss her because you still love her?" He said, "No, I love you. It was a mistake." But I did not feel okay. I felt lost. Everything in my life felt different now. I stood up. I could not look at David. I walked to the kitchen. I needed space. My hands were cold. My eyes were full of tears. Why did this happen? I asked myself, did I do something wrong? I turned to him and said, "Why did you do that? Did you think about me?" About Leo, he looked down and said, I was confused. I drank a little. She came close and I did not stop her. I said you had a choice. You could walk away. But you did not. One kiss is still a betrayal. I felt angry. I felt hurt. I said, go now. I need time to think. I need to be alone. David stood up slowly. He said, please, Sophie, don't end this. Let's fix it. I said, not now. Maybe not ever. He packed a small bag. I gave it to him. I opened the door. I said, this house is mine. Please leave. He walked out. He looked back once, but I closed the door. Leo was at my sister's house. I was thankful he did not see or hear our fight. I sat on the sofa. I cried a long time. My heart was heavy. That night, David sent me messages. He said, I love you. I am sorry. Please talk to me. I did not reply. He called me. I did not answer. The next day, he called again. I turned off my phone. A few days later, his mother called. She said, Sophie, please don't be angry. David is very sad. He made a mistake, but he still loves you. I said, he can love me, but he kissed another woman. How can I trust him again? She said, think about Leo. A boy needs his father. I said, Leo can see his father. I will never stop that. But I do not want David as my husband anymore. Some people said, you are strong. Others said, you should forgive him. One friend said it was only a kiss. It's not a big thing. But I thought, if he kisses someone now, what might he do next time? I listened to my heart. I said to myself I should choose peace. I can live without lies. I can be a good mother. Each day I woke up and took care of Leo. I cooked, I cleaned, I worked. I did not speak to David. He still sent messages. I read them but said nothing. It was a hard time, but I began to feel stronger. I began to feel calm again. Many weeks passed. I lived alone with Leo. We had a simple life. We woke up early every day. I made breakfast and Leo got ready for school. We ate toast and eggs. We talked about small things like birds, clouds, and toys. I tried to stay strong. David visited every weekend. He brought books, toys, and sometimes cookies. He never came without a smile. He said, how is Leo today? What did he learn this week? He played with Leo in the yard. They kicked a ball. They read books. Leo was happy to see his father. David did not try to come inside the house. He never asked to stay. He waited. He said, I want to give you time. I will wait. He sent me kind messages. He said, I miss our life. I miss your smile. I want to be a better man. I could see the change. He stopped drinking. He did not lie anymore. He looked more calm, more kind. I asked Leo one day, do you like when Daddy visits? He said, yes, I love Daddy. Can he live with us again? I smiled but did not answer. One Sunday, David came early. The sky was blue. The wind was soft. He helped me clean the garden. He pulled weeds. He watered the flowers. Then he said, Sophie, can we talk? I nodded. We sat on a bench. He said, I made a big mistake. I did not respect your love, but I learned. I changed. I miss being your husband. Can we be a family again? I did not answer quickly. I looked at the flowers. I looked at Leo. He was running with his toy truck. He laughed. I saw happiness in his eyes. I asked, can I trust you now? Will you always be honest? David said, "Yes, I will. I know trust is hard, but I will do everything to earn it again." I looked into his eyes. They looked soft, real. My heart was still afraid, but I also felt peace. I said, "Yes, I forgive you, but not because I am weak. I choose to forgive because I believe in love." His eyes filled with tears. He took my hands. He said, "Thank you. I will not let you down." Leo saw us. He ran over. "Mommy, Daddy, are we a team again?" I smiled. I said, "Yes, we are a team, a family." That night we ate dinner together. David helped cook. Leo told a funny story. We laughed. There were no lies. There was no pain, just peace. Life is not perfect. People make mistakes. But people can learn. They can grow. When there is love and change, there is hope. And sometimes a second chance is the beginning of something stronger than the first.